Hello and welcome back to my channel. IQD to USD, the Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong. Emerging focus in global currency markets. The Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong have become topics of significant interest among currency enthusiasts and investors worldwide. Both currencies, representing nations with rapidly developing economies, are being closely monitored due to potential policy changes and reforms that could redefine their roles in the global financial landscape. This article delves into the recent developments surrounding the Iraqi dinar, with particular focus on Iraq's monetary policies, economic strategies, and possible implications for the currency's value. The Iraqi dinar, a national asset of Iraq. The Iraqi dinar is often regarded as a national asset of the Iraqi people, tied closely to the country's vast oil reserves and economic potential. Prime Minister Mohammed Shia al-Sudani plays a critical role in overseeing Iraq's monetary and fiscal policies. Alongside the Central Bank of Iraq, CBI, the Prime Minister has the authority to introduce reforms, including changes to the exchange rate. This exclusive power is grounded in Iraqi financial regulations, giving the government significant leverage to influence the dinar's trajectory. Discussions about potential adjustments to the dinar's exchange rate have intensified as Iraq approaches a new fiscal year. Central to these conversations is the Iraqi parliament's difficulty in finalizing the national budget. If parliament fails to pass the budget through the usual legislative process, Prime Minister al-Sudani is expected to adopt an operational budget to maintain governmental functions and ensure financial stability. This move underscores his commitment to economic reforms and his ability to act decisively in the face of legislative gridlock. Currency auctions, a major shift in Iraq's financial system. One of the most significant recent developments in Iraq's financial landscape is the reported end of the country's currency auctions. These auctions, which have been a staple of Iraq's monetary policy for over 2 decades, are said to have concluded or are set to end by December 31, 2024. This change marks a potential turning point for Iraq's economy, as the auctions have long been criticized for fostering corruption and inefficiencies. While an official statement from the Central Bank of Iraq has not yet confirmed this news, speculation about the auction's cessation has fueled debates about its implications. If true, this would fulfill a long-standing promise by Prime Minister al-Sudani to introduce meaningful monetary reforms. These changes could include the issuance of lower-denomination banknotes, a move that many believe would pave the way for a stronger and more stable dinar. A transition to a dinar-based economy. Iraq has expressed its ambition to reduce reliance on the US dollar and transition to a fully dinar-based economy. The government's stated goal is to achieve this shift by the end of 2025, reflecting a broader strategy to strengthen the dinar's role in domestic and international transactions. Recent reports suggest that currency auctions, which have facilitated dollar transactions in the past, will officially cease on January 2, 2025. However, this information remains unverified by multiple credible sources, leaving many observers cautious about drawing conclusions. This move away from the US dollar aligns with Iraq's efforts to stabilize its economy and assert greater control over its monetary policy. A dinar-based economy would not only reduce dependency on foreign currencies, but also enhance Iraq's sovereignty over its financial system. Monetary reforms, coins and lower-denomination banknotes. Under Iraqi law, particularly Central Bank Law No. 56 of 2004, as amended, the Central Bank of Iraq is responsible for determining the specifications of the country's currency, including its size, design, and materials. This authority extends to the printing of banknotes and the minting of coins. Interestingly, Iraq currently does not have coins in circulation, which has raised questions about why discussions around reintroducing coins are surfacing now. The practicality of coins at the current exchange rate of 1,310 Iraqi dinars to $1 US is limited. For coins to be viable, the value of the dinar would need to appreciate significantly. The introduction of coins, therefore, could signal an impending revaluation of the currency. Financial experts argue that such a revaluation would not only enhance the usability of lower denominations, but also indicate a shift toward greater monetary stability and growth. The need for a higher exchange rate. At the current exchange rate, smaller denominations and coins are impractical for everyday transactions. To address this issue, the Central Bank of Iraq would need to increase the value of the dinar. A higher exchange rate would make lower denominations and coins more feasible, signaling a stronger and more stable economy. This potential revaluation has generated significant interest among currency enthusiasts, who view it as a sign of Iraq's commitment to economic progress. International involvement and recognition reports have surfaced that the U.S. Treasury and other international organizations are recognizing their employees for their contributions to Iraq's monetary reforms and the rollout of a new currency system. While the details of these reforms remain unclear, such recognition underscores the global importance of Iraq's economic transformation. The involvement of international stakeholders highlights the interconnected nature of modern economies and the potential ripple effects of Iraq's monetary policies. Economic reforms and challenges. Iraq's pursuit of economic reforms is not without challenges. Political instability, corruption, and external pressures have historically hindered the country's progress. However, recent developments suggest a renewed focus on addressing these issues. The government's efforts to reduce corruption in currency auctions, for example, demonstrate a commitment to transparency and accountability. Additionally, Iraq's vast oil reserves provide a strong foundation for economic growth. The country's ability to leverage this resource effectively will play a crucial role in its monetary reforms. By aligning its fiscal policies with its long-term economic goals, Iraq can position itself as a stable and prosperous nation. The role of the Central Bank of Iraq. The Central Bank of Iraq, CBI, is at the heart of the country's monetary reforms. Tasked with maintaining price stability and promoting economic growth, the CBI plays a critical role in shaping Iraq's financial future. Its decisions regarding the dinar's exchange rate, currency design, and monetary policy will have far-reaching implications for the economy. The CBI's recent focus on reducing reliance on the US dollar and transitioning to a dinar-based economy reflects a strategic approach to monetary policy. By strengthening the dinar, the CBI aims to enhance Iraq's economic sovereignty and foster greater confidence in the national currency. The Vietnamese dong. A parallel story. While much of this article has focused on the Iraqi dinar, it is worth noting the parallels with the Vietnamese dong. Vietnam, like Iraq, is undergoing significant economic transformation. The dong, which has historically been undervalued, is also gaining attention among currency enthusiasts. Both currencies represent nations with tremendous potential for growth, making them intriguing prospects for investors. Vietnam's economic reforms, coupled with its strategic position in the global supply chain, have contributed to the dong's increasing prominence. As with the dinar, the Vietnamese government's efforts to stabilize its currency and promote economic growth will be critical to its long-term success. Looking ahead, the future of the Iraqi dinar. The future of the Iraqi dinar remains uncertain, but the signs of change are undeniable. As Iraq moves closer to implementing significant monetary reforms, the dinar's role in the global economy could evolve dramatically. The potential introduction of lower denomination banknotes and coins, coupled with a higher exchange rate, would mark a new era of stability and growth for Iraq. For currency enthusiasts and investors, the Iraqi dinar represents a unique opportunity. While the risks associated with investing in developing economies should not be underestimated, the potential rewards could be substantial. As Iraq continues to implement reforms and strengthen its economic foundation, the dinar's value may rise, offering significant returns for those who have invested early. In conclusion, the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong are currencies to watch in the coming years. Both nations are undergoing profound economic transformations, and their respective currencies reflect this potential. For Iraq, the path to monetary stability and growth lies in the hands of its leaders and the Central Bank of Iraq. As the country navigates these changes, the world will be watching closely, eager to see what the future holds for the dinar.